Lyon's had knee surgery today, so I'm with Jean-Jacques and I'm with Cheryl, and I'm from Windsor, so I've come all the way up to here today to talk to you, but I'm going to speak Cecil's words which he gave to me. Cecil's part of the Stop slate, but I should add, we are collaborative. We're not oppositional in this thing. This is a problem that the Law Society needs to solve together, and we can do it. So let's talk about Cecil. Maybe many of you know him. He's been in practice for 30 years, and he's built a family law practice in Canada, employs 4 lawyers, and his practice extends throughout Eastern Ontario, Perth, Pembroke, and he does some ADR mediation. So Cecil, I get the impression, is very well known in this part of Ontario. So he's got a series of R's that he would like you to hear. Reduce both spending and size of the Law Society. I noticed, we're talking about the Law Society as a self-governing organization. That's not true. We are a staff-run organization. We have too much staff. There's too many things going on. We have lost control of the Law Society because someone said it's just rubber stamping here and there. We have to be very, very careful to be truly self-governing, and I think reduction will help in that regard. So here's what Cecil says: spending at the Law Society is out of control. I brought this handout tonight. There's a one-sheet budget document, and frankly, it's frightening. We have to do much better. There's no reason we should be running a deficit. And Cecil says the Law Society is running a huge deficit with a bloated infrastructure staff. The fact is that overspending has been going on for years. No reason to run a deficit. Revoke the statement of principles. Diversity, inclusivity, and equality are noble ideals. We all agree with that. They should be fostered and encouraged, but not through mandated speech. Note that we can walk and chew gum at the same time. There's equality and there's also free speech. It's not either or, it's both and. And I think some of us want to convert it to a wonderful practice guideline. It would be excellent. But to put words in people's mouth is not a good thing. So, Cecil says that there should be no compelled speech. It is patently ideological intrusion into the practice of law. It is neither a political nor a proselytizing organization, that is the Law Society. It's to regulate lawyers, and I think to some extent, to a good extent, the Law Society has confused social justice action with the regulation of lawyerly practice. These are two very different enterprises, and we have to be very, very careful. Also, I have for you tonight, frankly, I hate to say it, it's a damning editorial by the Globe and Mail, our national newspaper, and it knows a little bit about free speech because it's in the press. So take this home. It's very short, but it says that it is so concerned that the Law Society of Upper Canada is obliging its members to write and sign a statement of principle in order to demonstrate a personal valuing, as if signing something is going to do it. And it goes on. The Law Society has gone a step further and, as it said, demanding every licensed lawyer, even if you're retired or inside or out, to sign that statement. Failure to do so results in sanction. In its documentation about the statement of principles, the Law Society does not rule out suspension as one possibility. And the Globe and Mail says this is claptrap. And the Globe and Mail knows something about free speech. So I have that for you tonight, too. We do have that.
1 minute.
Pardon me?
1 minute.
1 minute. Oh, my goodness. There's also a recent good article in the National Post which puts a lie to the statistical methodology that was used in the so-called study. So we need to take a look at that. And in the last minute of time, compliance-based entity regulation. That's the steel inside the glove. The statement of principles was just the first step. Look at compliance-based entity regulation. It plans to use equality, diversity, inclusivity to regulate you and me. It's right on the LSO website. So thank you very much. Cecil gives you his thanks. And from Windsor, it's been great to be in Ottawa for a day. Thank you.